Hey, this is Mad Movie Mark on the Mad Movie Mark Movie Review. Thank you for joining me as I review the 2017 family drama Out of Spain, Summer 1993.
Good time left.
Hey, well, thank you. I hope you're right about that. I think you're going to be right about that. Summer 1993 has a 100% fresh rating from the critics on Rotten Tomatoes and an 83% fresh rating from the audience. I am currently reviewing every movie that has a 100% fresh rating from the critics in chronological order. Now, this is a touching movie about a girl who has recently lost her mom. Honestly, not sure where her dad is in the picture, but her mom has died to a virus. The movie is not specific on what virus she passed away from, but I think at some point they do allude to the fact that it might have been pneumonia. But her mom has passed away, and after she passes away, she goes to live with her aunt, her uncle, and her cousin. Now she becomes a bit of an older sister to her cousin, which is something that she's not used to. So there are some speed bumps along the way when it comes to interacting with her sister. There's some speed bumps along the way when it comes to her interacting with her new mom and dad. She's unsure of herself. It seems like she is very emotional about the loss of her mom. She doesn't seem like she's very good at interacting with people all the time. And, she's just a kid who's kind of scared, it seems like, because she lost her mom and she's in this new environment. She grew up in the city and now she's in the country. So if I were in that position too, I would be scared also. I mean, I lost my mom, but I was a much older adult when I lost my mom, and I couldn't imagine losing her at such a young age and having to go live with some of my other family. I really can't imagine having to live with some of my other family members. It would have been a much different upbringing. But I mean, I'm sure it seems like she's scared and she's a little confused, and she really wants to know why her mom died. At some point, she's given a statue of the Virgin Mary, which she takes into the woods, and she prays to it, prays for her mom. And as far as interacting with her sister goes, there's a scene in the movie where she is playing hide and seek with her sister in the woods, and she tells her to go hide, and she'll count, and then she'll find her, and then in the next she can't find her, and then in the next scene her parents are looking for her and they can't find her, and they're like, "Hey, did you see your sister?" She's like, "Oh no, I haven't seen her for a while." And that when they find her, she has a broken arm or something. So like I said, there are speed bumps in this process. She is just 6 years old. She doesn't really know how the world works. She's kind of going into things blind. She's kind of trying to feel her way around life and figure things out. And towards the end of the movie, I would say she is able to open her heart more. She's able to express her feelings a little more. There's a scene in the movie where I think it's her grandparents who come to visit her, and they want to take her home with them to stay for a while, but her new parents do not want that because they want her to get used to her new surroundings. And there's some conflict with that throughout the movie. I mean, not a lot of conflict. It's mostly arguments back and forth. And then there is a point in the movie where she does want to go spend some time with her grandparents, but her new parents won't let her because they think it's too soon. I mean, so there's family conflict here and there. And this is really just it's a slow burn of a movie where you could probably say a lot of real big things don't happen throughout this movie. It's a lot of little interactions with the family. It's a lot of little nuances of her trying to fit in, her trying to figure things out, her interacting with friends in the neighborhood and people in the neighborhood that she's just met. So it's not a lot of big events that are happening. It's just little life things that are going on that kind of paint the picture for her coming into her own a little bit more, for her feeling more comfortable with who she is, for her better accepting her surroundings and her new family. And I mean, it's a sweet movie. The child actress is really good. I've said this a lot on this on this channel, but with a child actress, it's feast or famine for me. Really, it's they're really good, or they're really bad, and I thought she was able to hold her own in this movie. There were a couple scenes where it was a little bit annoying. I mean, you have to understand the situation she's in, because if you don't, you would see as her coming off as a brat through the whole movie, her coming off as whining, her coming off as being difficult, and yes, all of those can be true. She is kind of those that way in this movie, but she's also going through something very difficult. She's also going through a very hard experience that not a lot of people have to go through, and not a lot of people have the experience of going through this, so they don't understand when they're watching it in front of them. They can't relate to what she's going through, and they'll just say like she's annoying or this movie's pointless or whatever. But I didn't feel that at all. I felt like the things that she was going through, the way she was responding to things, is something that a real person would do. I felt the interactions that she had with people was actually something like a child of her age would have. And I thought she did a very good job in conveying those feelings. I thought she did a very good job in conveying her emotions. And then there's like the end of the movie where she's with her family and something happens. I can't remember what it is, but she just starts like sobbing and crying uncontrollably. I think this is the point in the movie where you're really supposed to believe that she's able to let her feelings out, that she's able to have emotions where maybe before she bottled them up a little bit, but now she's able to show those a little bit better around her family and around the people that she lives with. And I think you're supposed to believe here that there's definitely a path going forward. She's definitely going to fit in here. She's definitely going to be okay. She's going to be able to thrive in this family, whereas maybe before you didn't believe that, but now she's showing that she is at that stage where she's able to take the next step. And that's how I interpret the ending. I think the ending is somewhat vague. It is, it's left up to your interpretation, but that's what I thought they were trying to say, is that now she's able to finally let all of this out. She's finally able to have like a good cry, and she's finally able to, be that sister and be that daughter that she wants to be for her family. I don't always like these slow burn family dramas, especially where not a lot of things are happening all the time. Sometimes I lose interest. I space out. I zone out. That definitely happened in this movie a couple times, where I caught myself really not paying attention. And it happens more so with international movies where I have to read subtitles, where sometimes I just I find myself not paying attention. This is a slow burn. It was hard to keep my attention at times, but I would say that it is a touching movie, that she did a very good job with what she was given, especially since she's so young. Oh, by the way, Frida is played by Laura Agios. I think I'm saying that right. I'm not sure. But she did a very good job at it, especially, like I said, because of her age. Very good job. Her, all the actors around her were also excellent. The woman who played her aunt, who is with her most often, I would say, very good job there. She did a very good job with what she was given. And I mean, this is just a nice, coming of age / coming into her own / dealing with grief type of movie for a very young girl. I still think Cría Cuervos is better. It's sort of like the same type of material. I would say that it is a better movie on the whole, but this was a good movie. I will give it an 8 out of 10. I hope you join me in a few minutes because I'm about to shoot another review. I hope you join me when I review my next movie, which is going to be On the Seventh Day. Thank you. Have a great day.